Happy Monday, guys. It is 8 p.m., so you know what time it is. It's time for another episode of Confessions of a Holiday Designer. Tonight's confession. Now, I'm Emmanuel, creator of Holiday Array, and I do commercial and residential holiday designs and decorations. So, that being said, this is about a commercial space that I decorate. So what I usually do with my commercial spaces, I will do a drive-by. I will pull up to make sure everything is as it was when I left it, especially if there is inclement weather, because the wreaths that are outside and on the doors, I want to make sure that they are still intact and they look presentable. That being said, I'm doing a drive-by and I'm coming by this one property and I'm looking and I don't see the tree. The tree was gone. And this was my reaction. My mind was not racing. I was not trying to figure out who, what, when, where, why, how. I wanted in. So I parked the vehicle, ring the buzzer, concierge speaks, to, hey, it's midnight. What are you doing here? Who is this and how can I help ya? So I explained to them who I am, and I said, I'm the one who did your Christmas decorations. However, the tree is not where I left it, and I don't see it. Can you please let me in? So they let me in. I come around the corner. The tree had been moved. 9-foot tree that was up 5 steps had been moved. Now, there was another tree in the lobby by another company. They did some decorations. I did some decorations. Long story short, they took the other company's tree and moved it upstairs to an area that only the residents of the building had access to. And then where their tree was, they had moved mine from the front window to where it was in the lobby. So I had to go around and make sure all of my other decorations were intact, and they were. For whatever reason, they just removed that other company's decorations out of sight, except for a couple of table centerpieces. Those were beautiful. So nonetheless, this year in the contract, I will state no one is to touch any of my property. If you have any suggestions as to the presentation of it, let's discuss that ahead of time. But if something needs to happen after it has been put up, I must be contacted. I don't even want to know why. I don't even want to know how. I know why, but the how. 9 feet downstairs over. That's my confession for tonight. Let me get my smile back. All right. So I have some surprises coming up in the next few episodes, so you definitely want to stay tuned. And I will be putting out reels and I guess tidbits or whatever to remind you of upcoming episodes. Glad to know everybody's day is going well, and we'll see you guys all in the next video. All right, take care.